that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most powerful phones ever, and the reason for that comes down to its processor. A new leak suggests Samsung will use a faster, custom version of Qualcomm's upcoming Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip, and the numbers are very impressive. Qualcomm has been developing the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, its next big processor for flagship smartphones. This chip is set to appear in many high-end phones in 2025 and 2026. But here's where Samsung gets an advantage. According to information shared by Digital Chat Station, Qualcomm is making two versions of this chip, and Samsung is getting the faster one. The standard Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 will have two prime CPU cores running at 4.61 GHz, which is already extremely fast. But the version Samsung is using for the Galaxy S26 Ultra will have those prime cores boosted to 4.74 GHz. On paper, that's just 0.30 GHz faster, but in real-world performance, it means smoother multitasking, quicker responses, and better results in heavy-duty tasks like gaming or video editing. This isn't the first time Samsung has done something like this. In the past, it worked with Qualcomm to release special, for Galaxy, editions of Snapdragon chips, where Samsung phones ran slightly faster than their competitors. It looks like history is repeating here, and this upgraded Snapdragon could give the Galaxy S26 Ultra a real edge. Both versions of them share the same basic design. Along with the two prime cores, they'll include 6 CPU cores running at 3.63 GHz. For graphics, both will use the new Adreno 840 GPU, clocked at 1.2 GHz. The Adreno 8040 is expected to deliver a big jump over last year's Adreno 8030, giving users better gaming visuals and overall graphics performance. Other smartphone brands like Honor, OnePlus, Xiaomi, and Realme will also use the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, but only the standard version at first. That means their phones will still be powerful but won't match the Galaxy S26 Ultra's higher performance. Some of those companies might launch faster versions later in 2026, but Samsung seems to have secured early access to the top-performing chip. This move shows Samsung's strategy clearly. Competition in the smartphone market is intense, especially with Apple pushing its own chips and Chinese brands gaining popularity. By getting a special Snapdragon version first, Samsung ensures that its flagship stands out as the fastest and most capable Android phone at launch. It's important to note that not every Galaxy S26 Ultra will use the Snapdragon chip. Samsung usually divides its models by region, with some areas getting Exynos processors instead. In this case, that would be the Exynos 2600. But in markets where the Snapdragon version launches, buyers can expect the faster, for Galaxy, edition of the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, making those models especially desirable. There are also hints that Qualcomm is splitting its lineup more clearly. The Snapdragon 8 Elite series may become its very top-tier chips, while the regular Snapdragon 8 line continues for slightly less expensive flagships. If true, this would put the Galaxy S26 Ultra right at the peak of smartphone performance. To put the numbers together, the Galaxy S26's chip is expected to feature two prime cores at 4.74 GHz, 6 high-performance cores over the Adreno 8040 GPU at 1.2 GHz. That combination should make it one of the fastest phones of 2026, ideal for demanding users who want the best possible experience. This leak also highlights how strong Samsung's partnership with Qualcomm is. By securing exclusive access to a faster version of the chip, Samsung gets a big marketing advantage. While other companies will eventually catch up, Samsung can promote the S26 Ultra as the ultimate Android device, at least at launch. So, while the Galaxy S26 Ultra will no doubt bring upgrades in cameras and design, its processor might be the biggest highlight. With this custom Snapdragon chip, Samsung is aiming to make it the most powerful and responsive phone of its generation, and for tech fans who always want the best, that could make it one of the most exciting phones to look forward to.